Am I alive yet? Am I alive yet? The ultimate question. I have to see on my phone, 'cause nothing works for me in this house. Oh, looks like something's happening. 4 seconds in, I may have been live. Sorry, everyone, if you are watching, if anybody's out there in the world, in the universe, maybe. Oh, looks like I am live. Okay, we're going to get started then, I suppose. So, welcome to Faux-lita, How to Be a Faux-lita, Round 2. A virtual Versailles panel hosted by your resident Faux-lita, TrAshley, which is me. I want to say first off, I'm sorry if my Wi-Fi is not good and this gets a little laggy. We're working on it. Trying our best here. So disclaimer. First, I have been a professional Faux-lita for 10 years, over 10 years, which means I have been professional nothing for over 10 years because it is made up. It means nothing. I made up the word. I don't know what I'm doing ever in life, but especially in this sense. This is a special don't know what I'm doing. And everything is not researched and it is guesswork. So I'm trying, guys. Please be nice to me. Oh, my computer decided to make things happen. Okay. But please be nice to me. I'm sensitive. I encourage you, if you don't like this panel, to do your own panel and try to do it better than me. Except for don't, because you will, and I will be sad. So I hope you enjoy it, whether you just think Lolita is kind of cute, whether you think it's interesting, whether maybe you have friends who do it, or maybe you have family members who do it, or maybe you just really, really want a way to confuse your parents as much as you can. Either way, I hope you enjoy. So first of all, who am I? I am a mess, and I'm also rad, and I'm also TrAshley. I have been doing this, like I said, for over 10 years, which means that I have done it in every capacity, including I've done Lolita hungover. I've done Lolita with a boot on my foot for when my sister ran over my foot with the car. And I've done Lolita in an outfit that somebody else made for me that I took credit for and I won a contest for. So there you go. That's who I am, which just shows you really shouldn't trust me, so I don't know why you're watching this at all. So, what is a Faux-lita? They're fake. They're fake Lolitas. They're fake Lolitas. Faux means fake, I think, in French. I don't know. That's your word fact of the day. Faux-litas, you have to respect Lolita in order to be a Faux-lita. Serious business. It's the number one most important thing. Lolita is a craft. It is an art. It is an important piece of culture. You have to respect it. But you don't always have to respect the rules. The rules kind of matter. They kind of don't. They can give you a good outline, but you don't have to follow them. Hot take, do what you want. But if you really want to know more about it, I don't know, look at my last panel I did last time. It's called How to Be a Faux-lita. It's on YouTube. Just look at it. I'm not going to go over everything here. We just don't have enough time today, guys, but it will be on the final test, so I do expect you to know it. But quick tea break. See, I'm a real Lolita. Real Lolitas drink tea. Is it this sweet of tea? Who knows? This is basically sugar water. So that's all I drink. Because I am a hummingbird. But Lolitas are liars. Faux-litas are fakes. Because they're fake Lolitas. They're liars. Lying about Lolita. They're fakes. And you know what? They're probably thieves too. Who knows? I know I'm a thief because that's how I get all my Lolita stuff. Because I take it from other people. Just kidding. I borrow it. Kind of. But most important, anybody can be a Faux-lita. And I mean this more in the Ratatouille sense, where everybody has the potential. It could come from anywhere. Not everybody can be because it's actually a very hard skill to learn, and it takes years of education. So, let's start with what are we going to do today? What is any of this all about? What are we going to even be looking at? Why are any of us here? I'm going to answer one of these questions today. We are going to be looking at Lolita stereotypes. First one off the bat is the outcast. A lot of people think Lolitas are shunned by society, or they're, shut-ins who only go on the internet and don't have any friends, or they're sad and lonely all the time, and they're just like completely outside of society and all this jazz. And the reality is that that's false. Kind of. Mostly-ish. The thing is that Lolitas are kind of sad and lonely sometimes, and often have depression. But guess what? That has nothing to do with being a Lolita. That's just people. People are just like that. Best family. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm looking at comments down here. But yeah, people just kind of get depressed sometimes. So that's just people. Lolitas are people, surprisingly enough. Had to learn that one the hard way. But it doesn't totally make sense for them to be sad and lonely all the time, because A, if they were alone, who would take their outfit pictures? B, number two, when you are sad and lonely, you can find people who have common interests and make a community out of that, and you don't get more sad and lonely, you get friends. You don't get more sad and lonely. That's not how it works. Oh, shoot. Anyway, Lolitas are antisocial. They're prosocial. Prosocial. The new word of the day. Word lesson part 2. And also, Lolitas, you can have great friends. You can make great friends in the Lolita community. You can do things such as standing next to each other to take pictures, and standing next to each other to talk about Lolita, and standing next to each other just because you kind of like each other. It's a lot of standing in cool places, but a lot of standing, which honestly hurts my back a little. So the hill I will die on is, and this is debunked, by the way, outcasts, Lolitas, they're just normal people. But my hill I will die on is Chairs for Lolita 2K21. We need some places to sit, guys. Come on. Bring chairs to meetups. Go to places with chairs. Let's get some chairs in Lolita. Especially since some of our shoes are really uncomfortable. Okay. Next up, we have a real talk moment. So here's the deal. A lot of people think Lolitas are outsiders and out of society, because they kind of are. Because a lot of Lolitas are like disabled or in the LGBTQA plus community, or Lolitas of color. They're in marginalized communities because they wanted to find a way to express themselves through an art form, and they chose Lolita, which is honestly a powerful thing to do, since you are demanding attention when you are part of a group that is regularly ignored. So it's kind of a strong form of protest, which is part of the reason why we love and respect Lolita, because it is an important part of people's lives, and it is an important part of culture. Like, that's not really a joke. This part isn't really funny. But I just wanted to point out that, like, yeah, they are kind of outcasts, and outcasts are kind of drawn to Lolita because it's a great way to express yourself and to do some awesome stuff. So that's also where this stereotype comes from. But anyway, moving on. We're going on to the brand whore. So the brand whore, first we got to talk about what some brands are. First we have Baby, the Stars Shine Bright. I know all about this brand from the movie Kamikaze Girls. That's all the information I have on it. It's a great movie about friendship, so go watch that. Kamikaze Girls, love it. Then we have Alice and the Pirates, which has some like punk and classic and kind of goth stuff. You know, it's like Alice in Wonderland, but more piratey. There are pirates in that, so get it. It's my favorite brand. I don't know. Then we have the one I will not pronounce. I'm not going to do it. It is described as elegant, gothic, Lolita, aristocrat, vampire, romance. You now know everything about it. There you go. Then we have Metamorphosis, which I know so little about. I had to Google it 4 times because I spelled it wrong so badly every single time people didn't know what the hell I was talking about. And finally, we have the most important one, because it's the one I know the most about, and I made this panel, so I get to decide, and that is angelic pretty. And if you want to know actually about these a little bit, go see my last panel. I actually go in depth to them. But those are the brands. So the brand whore loves brand. They are obsessed with brand. That's all they want to wear. That's all they want to own. And they just love brand. Maybe to a violates nature degree, but that's none of my business. It's the Lolita version of people who wear things like, they're responsible for bloodbaths. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead of myself. This is why you take your ADHD pills before the panel, Ashley. TrAshley. Whatever. They're responsible for bloodbaths, which is when a new dress is released and everybody wants it at once. So they all go to buy it, and then it runs out, and then I think somebody dies. I don't know. It's like a confusing aspect that I will never partake in. But they're like people who wear like things like Gucci or like Louis Vuitton in real life, or like some other brand. I don't know. I'm equal opportunity stupid. I don't know brands in any sense ever. I know Kroger. Anyway, brand is love, brand is life to the brand. And I actually know one who wanted me specifically to mention her. So shout out to my OG brand whore, Ray. So the other stereotypes for brand whores is that they're very mean. You know, they're blonde, kawaii, rich, little bit of a bitch. They, are often bullies, and they look really cute, but they act really mean. And as my grandma always says, pretty is as pretty does. So they're not that pretty, even if they look pretty. They're also very rich, which is how they afford the brand, because brand is expensive, so they have to have a lot of money. And they will make fun of you and judge you for not wearing brand, the way that we all judge that kid in class who reminded the teacher of homework, who was sometimes me in high school. I went through a phase. We all did. Mind your business. The reality of the brand whore is that they're not very rich. You want to know why? Because they spent all their money on brand. If they have it, how can they have money? They just spent all their money. That doesn't make sense. But they do know where to buy it from. They don't always buy brand from the brands because it's really expensive. So they know places to go, like Lace Market and Closet Child, and the other one, which I can't read. And this is where I get that information from. This picture is my research on this. And they also know the value of a good deal, so they know when to not buy brand. But most importantly, they prioritize their money in ways that they want. So they know how to prioritize. Unlike some people who make a whole PowerPoint about a Japanese street fashion that they don't even feel they're a part of, instead of doing that terrible geography paper about migration data that is scary and due in a couple days. But this isn't about me. Also, most brand whores I know call themselves that. That's the brand whore I know. I was like, I'm doing this, and she was like, well, mention me because I am a brand whore. Like, they know what they're about. It's not really an insult if they're like, yes, that's me, which is also why I call myself TrAshley. Like, it's me calling it, so it's not me. So debunked. Brand whores, they're debunked. Next up is the sex freak. I had to put this one in here because we have to address it. We have to address it. We just have to address it. So, okay, to summarize this one, no, stop. It's time to stop. It's gross. You're making everyone uncomfortable. Lolita is not a kink, nor is it a fetish. And for you to assume it is horrifying for many a reason. One being there are a lot of underage Lolitas, so that's really weird, guys. Come on. And two, you cannot go up to a stranger who is wearing whatever clothing they want and start trying to talk about their sex lives and their sexual preferences based on their clothing in a public setting, especially when you can't tell what age they are because they're wearing clothing that really levels the playing field for everyone, such as Lolita, which you wear wigs and put on makeup and that doesn't sexualize your face and stuff like that. Like, you're making things weird. And if you still think this is true, you're kind of stupid, You're making things weird. This isn't at all true. It's gross. It's gross. And if you came to Lolita because you think it's a kink and you want to talk about your kinks, wrong community, dude. Get out. Like, we don't care about your kinks. You can have them. You do your weird thing. We don't care about them. We don't want to talk about them. This is not the space. So the reason, I'm just briefly going to go over this. The reason why people think this is because of this terrible book, which doesn't, I'm not going to go into the details because it's gross and I don't want to talk about it that much, but I will say it does not glorify pedophilia. It condemns it, and people just grossly misunderstand that. Emphasis on gross. But to summarize, no, it has nothing to do with Lolita. They're two different things. Nope. And also nasty. Nope. Nothing to do with each other. Completely different things. And burn it with fire, guys. Come on. Nope. So if you still believe this, again, embarrassing. If you're not listening to me, I'm embarrassed for you. And if you really want to know more information about it, instead of asking a stranger or somebody who you don't know about it and making people uncomfortable, just Google it, go to Wikipedia. If you don't do that, there's no mercy for you. Like, this is gross, you're gross. Debunked, this one's debunked, and also nasty. You're being nasty, this is pretty nasty. Next we have the Ida Lolita. So Ida translates roughly, because I didn't do research, I just asked someone who doesn't speak Japanese. It translates roughly to like pain or like ouch or like hurts my eyes. So Lolita, it's like, that's crap, it's ugly, take it off. And what Idas do is they break Lolita laws. They need to go to Lolita jail because they're breaking the Lolita laws, the rules. They do not listen to what should be happening in Lolita. They do things such as wear cat ears and cosplay in Lolita and buy the wrong things and do the wrong stuff. So Idas are bad. Examples of Ida is this. It's too sexy, I think, and the shoulders don't look right, probably. And I think the white on her shoes don't match the white on her dress. So that's, and the petticoat is off, I think. But I don't know if she's trying to be Lolita. But if she is, I think it's Ida, maybe. And then we also have this one, which is just a lot of lace, which happens in Lolita sometimes, but I think here it's bad. I Googled things and this came up, and so I think it's a bad Lolita. I think it's an example. And then we have this one, which is maybe the wrong material, and the ribbons don't look quite right. And maybe the red would be hard to pair with, but it could be bad lighting. I don't know. That's also bad, I think. That's pretty bad. And then we also have animal ears, which you should never, ever, ever do, except for sometimes because I've seen it done and it looks really cute, and you can really make it look cute. Like, these are a pretty cute example, but you cannot do them unless you know how to do them, unless you want to try to do them and go ahead. But, like, it could be hard, but sometimes it's not. Just do them or don't. But if you do them wrong, it's Ida, I think. And then I'm like 80% sure cosplay is Ida. Because you shouldn't cosplay Lolita, because Lolita's not cosplay. But this kind of looks dope. But you shouldn't do it because it's bad. And also, Idas don't wear petticoats sometimes, and that's bad. That's not okay. So all of these are bad and wrong, and we shouldn't do them. Now the reality. What the heck, guys? Like, who are you to judge what people wear? Lolita is made up. It's all made up. So, like, some people are just trying to have fun, you know? Some Lolitas can get really, like, mad about it and be, like, really, like, angry. No. They can be really angry and be really upset, but they can stay upset because it's just people having fun. They're just wearing what they want, you know? Let them break the rules a little. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's okay. But I will say there are two types of Idas. First, the one Lolitas don't want to have any fun. And the second type is racist. There are racist Idas who try to incorporate aspects of Japanese culture or Japanese life without doing any research, without knowing anything about it, while thinking that things like Memoirs of a Geisha or Naruto are documentaries and they're fiction. They try to just really incorporate a culture they do not understand, and they do it by relying heavily on stereotypes, which, you know, is both embarrassing and cringy and also racist. yellow face, which I think may be a racist term. It's like blackface for Japanese people. But it's maddening and it's gross. And we're actually going to have a surprise moment here. Surprise! You all know how I'm a professional and I did research and all this jazz. But here's the deal, guys. For once, I actually know something. This is a real piece of knowledge I have. This is something that I am nerdy and passionate about. Because this is what I'm basing my whole career off of. This is what I'm going to school for. This is what I have done 5 years of school for. This is my whole concentration, is teaching other people how to learn languages. Because real talk time, this one's grumpier. I love language. I love it so much. Language is beautiful. I love the diversity of it, and I love the way people learn it, and I love language acquisition, and I love everything about language. Language acquisition means learning language. So, I need to acknowledge that there is specific ways you can learn language. And one thing that can be a great tool that can really help you learn a language, help you practice listening and speaking it and reading it, something that can really be a great tool to help you learn language can be TV shows such as anime. However, you cannot wholly learn a language from a TV show. Anime cannot lead to language acquisition. This cannot happen. That's not the way your brain works. That's wrong. You cannot learn Japanese from watching anime. It can help you. It can teach you some words and phrases and maybe some things, but it cannot teach you the alphabet. It cannot teach you the sentence structure. It cannot teach you about how Japanese is not a phonological language. So the characters, when you put them together, they make a word, but if you take them apart, they don't sound out that word. It's a whole thing. It's not what it is. And we're using Japanese words like kawaii when talking about Lolita is completely okay, because Lolita is a Japanese street fashion and kawaii is Japanese words, and that isn't good to share language, because if you don't share language, language dies and then you lose languages. And especially Japan has made it very clear, the Japanese have made it very clear that they like when other people embrace their culture. And also, if you only had one culture spoke a language and nobody else could, that'd be so hard to navigate the world. How would you communicate? It'd be terrible. So this is encouraged to use Japanese language, but don't use Japanese accents, because that's racist. And don't take pieces of their culture that are valued. I'm sorry, this part's not funny, but I'm just annoyed. And I like a language a lot. So if you want to learn more things about it, here's a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go over them right now. So moving on from that, we're going to get into the bully, which is, we all heard the story. You go to a new comm or community, you meet some people, you're having fun, and then somebody gets a little grumpy and you're having a tough time with it, and things aren't going super well, and I'm flying past this. This is going to be shorter than I thought it would be. Anyway. Sorry. Things are going well, and then somebody is getting grumpy, and somebody starts being mean, and then all of a sudden, you start realizing that there's kind of a group of people being mean, or there's one person who's really in charge, and next thing you know, you're in Lolita Mean Girls. This is going to work. You're in Lolita Mean Girls, sorry. And, you have people making fun of you and being mean to you, and you have the head bitch in charge, the Regina George. I know 2 of them, one of which I'm related to, one of which is a brand whore. The head people in charge. And they're just mean to you. They're, why are they so mean? We don't know. They should be nice. They should be lovelies. But they bully everyone. And they're make the comm not fun. So the reality. Lolitas are pretty understanding. They're pretty, again, part of marginalized communities. Pretty used to being bullied themselves. They're often not bullies. Maybe just misunderstood. For example, the 2 head bitches in charge I know are really just strong leaders with firm boundaries who don't really put up with anything. So when something happens that they don't like, they make it clear that they don't like it. They communicate. And sometimes it comes off a little harsh. But yeah, it's drama. There are drama in communities, but less like Real Housewives, where people are throwing tables and telling each other to eat bread, and more like regular people drama, where people are just mad at each other for a while. It's, again, going back to the point, Lolitas are just people. I know, it's really surprising to me too. But oh my god! I'm doing this too much, guys. I'm doing this too much. They're infecting me. I'm starting to get nervous. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. I just took everything in me not to end the panel right now and go cry. Lolitas. I didn't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, they just have regular drama. Anyway, they're just regular people. They're just people. And also, we have to acknowledge that a lot of times people come into a community with certain ideas and expectations, and those are wrong. And when they find out they're wrong, they either learn and grow and are like, my bad, like, next time I'll know, like, now I know, like, whatever. Or they ignore everybody telling them what the reality is. They're like, no, what I'm saying is right. I'm new to this, but what I'm saying is right. And you guys are wrong. And that can be frustrating and upsetting and make people defensive and act negatively. And that's not always bullying. That's sometimes just being frustrated. Which can come off rude. And I'm not saying there aren't bullies, but it's just like, sometimes new people come in and they say, brand is too expensive. Just don't buy it then. Insert kinks. Again, this is not a kink. Don't do that. Replicas are cheaper. It's also stealing. I know Faux-litas are thieves, but Lolitas are not. Concrete is bullying. It's literally constructive criticism. It's supposed to be constructive. Some people do it wrong. You can also ask for people not to use concrete, and they won't. You can do that. And then where can I get Lolita for $5? You can't. You really can't. So, and also let's address for a second, saying Lolitas should be lovelies is putting them into two-dimensional things, and making them representative of the fashion rather than the fashion representative of them. So, stop it, guys. Lolitas aren't really bullies as a group. They're just sometimes bullies in Lolita. There are bullies everywhere. A lot of these stereotypes are just like people, and people think it's more exaggerated in Lolita, and it's not. It's not. And then we have the living doll. So, in a TV show that will not be named, called My Strange Addiction, they made an episode about living dolls, and they included a Lolita and greatly misrepresented everything she did and said and everything that Lolita is about. So a lot of people think this is true. A lot of people think Lolitas are trying to be dolls. It is not true. It's in fact wrong. It makes no sense. It's not true. I'm not trying to be a doll. So let's go over why. So the thing is that if we look at some dolls, she has a long dress, she kind of looks Lolita-y, kind of looks like she belongs in Meet Me in St. Louis. Great movie. Judy Garland, love it. They have like the bonnets like Lolitas do. They have curly hair, some lacy things. But if you look at the Lolitas, there's some differences. It's not the same. Like, she has a print on her dress. Her dress is shorter. Her hair is a little different. She has like little pieces on her outfit that kids could never play with. But you know what the biggest difference is? You know what the defining characteristic is? They are alive. They are dead. Lolitas are real people. They're human beings. Some Faux-litas aren't. But they're real human beings, and dolls are not. So don't say this about real human beings. It's mean. Who's the bully now, guys? Who is the bully now? Next, we have the best stereotype. Well, the best person in this stereotype. But anyway, it's the Faux-lita. The fake Lolita. Me. A lot of people think Faux-litas are here to mock or bully Lolitas. That they're just there to make fun of what they like. Or that they're, it's kind of stupid. They don't know what's going on. They don't get it. They're not trying to. They're just kind of empty in their head. Or that they're, silly and goofy and just, making a laugh out of everything that you like, and it's just like a silly, goofy thing. And probably thieves. A lot of people think they're thieves. Probably because I told everybody that they're thieves earlier in this. The reality is, you're just talking about me. That's just me. It's just, you're describing me. And I'm a Faux-lita, but I'm not all Faux-litas. There are others. And when you talk about Faux-litas like that, it's just me. I'm goofy and silly and stupid and a thief. So that's just me. The reality of Faux-litas are that they respect Lolita. They respect the pouch. Pouch being a Japanese street fashion that you cannot drink because it's a fashion. But you could probably put straws in. Never tried it. Probably never will. But you respect Lolita, and I also have to point out I did make this on MS Paint, and no, I don't know how to rotate text on MS Paint. But they respect Lolita. They always look up to Lolitas. They idolize them. They realize that they're doing great things, that their fashion is cute, that it's fun, it's neat. So they look up to them. And I look up to Lolitas not just because my older sister's a Lolita, because let's face it, I don't look up to her, guys. She's pretty neat. She's cool sometimes. But no, we just like really admire Lolitas because it's really cool that they're doing their own fashion thing and that everything's, that they're putting so much work into something they care about so much. It's really awesome to have passions and stuff. So like, Faux-litas may be fake, but they're not fake in their hearts. Unless they have like fake heart for some medical reason, but that's none of my business. You don't ask about my medical stuff, and I don't ask about yours. But if you did ask about mine, that would be a separate PowerPoint. I have a lot of things going on. I've been described as in the past as number one most likely to be recently diagnosed with something. My most recent diagnosis was arthritis. I'm 24 and I have arthritis. Anyway, Faux-litas are just trying their best. Well, they're just trying. Kind of. They're trying. They're doing something. But it's probably trying. And to summarize the Faux-lita, they just think Lolitas are neat. I just think it's neat. Kind of cool. Also, this is a big picture of a lot of people. I could get everybody's face. So if I wasn't able to cross out your face and you're mad at me, please send an assassin. I heavily encourage it. So what are Lolitas really like? They are self-aware that they are beacons of sin. They know what their needs are and work to get them met. And they are at the forefront of fashion and always trying new things. They are always trying to defy fashion laws. They are, in essence, silly and weird. They're fun. They're exciting to talk to. They have really cool interests, and they're silly and they're weird. So, Lolitas are silly and weird. And if you don't like it, if you don't like Lolitas, why are you here? Get out. Nobody likes you. It's just the reality. Sorry. Don't mean to be a bully, but I'm not a Lolita, so I can be. Final thoughts. Lolita is cool. It's fun. Not for everybody, but it's cool to support it. And I will expose myself here as a Faux-lita. I'm wearing fake Lolita today. As you can see, I have a fancy blouse. I have a necklace that I actually won from a contest at the last panel, I believe. Not the last panel, last event. I have my makeup bulletin. And I have pajama pants on. I'm not wearing Lolita. But most importantly, I have the cutest slippers in the world. They're little gummy bear slippers. They're expensive, but worth it. So that's my Lolita outfit. Lolitas are cool. Look into stereotypes, see where they're coming from. Not usually where you think they're coming from. Usually, they're just normal people things that everybody assigns to Lolitas for some reason. What else? Oh, you can't learn Japanese from anime. It won't happen. It won't happen. Again, TV shows can help you. You cannot be your own resource, your only resource. Yes. So here we go. Bibliography. I have Ray, my brand whore and head bitch, queen of memes, sent me all those memes. You may have seen some of them already because I noticed that they were using them in other places in this event, and I realized my mistake. Kim, my girlfriend, for the support, for the memes, for her knowledge of Lolita, for a good amount of the jokes, and for making me tea and picking out my cup for me. And finally, for making me food. It's not Lolita food. It's more German. It's bratwurst, but still. Then The Secret Life of the Lolita by Deer Stalker Pictures. Hilarious video. You should watch it. Google for Lolita memes and other stuff. Rosé Foray for letting me do this whole dumb thing again for some reason. And Jamie, pretty much everything. Everything. And then you guys for watching me do this for some reason. So, questions. It is question time, which I don't know if I'll be able to do this right, because I think I'm lagging a little bit. So I'm looking at you guys on the phone, and I'm a little off. Woo. So I'm a little off. There's a lag. So I don't know how to do this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll listen to where I'm at. It'll lag is fine, yeah. Hilarious as usual. Thank you, Evergreen Frog. You're hilarious as usual. Probably. I don't know. I gotta do stop screen sharing. I know, guys. Sorry. How do I stop screen sharing? There we go. Okay. Sorry, that looked crazy. Pass the pastry chef. Thank you. I know a lot of these people are my friends for saying that I am the favorite panel, but I don't know what all your usernames are, so I'm gonna call you by usernames. It'll be like anonymous. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Any questions about being a Faux-lita, or comments, concerns, complaints? Just being mad. I encourage you to be mad. I'm pretty mad. Not about being a Faux-lita, that's pretty fun, but about other things. Will I be doing a 3D installation in the future? Why am I amazing? Yes, I'm amazing because, I'm actually not allowed to tell you that. Okay, never mind. My mom said no. But I will be doing a 3D installation in the future. What is it an installation of? Yes. Will I be there in 3D? I am not a 3D person, so I cannot legally do that. How long have I been a Faux-lita again? Is there a Faux-lita life cycle? There is a Faux-lita life cycle. I have been a Faux-lita for over 10 years. I think it's like 11 years now, maybe. Ask Jamie or Kim, because I got into it when they did, a little after. Because I was pretending to impress both of them. But, and it worked. It worked. The Faux-lita life cycle is you're not a Faux-lita. People around you like Lolita, or you find out about it some way. You're like, wow, it's weird. And then you're like, oh, that's kind of neat. And then you get more into it. You begin to go to things and be a part of things, but fakely. So you don't wear Lolita, you wear like fancy clothes instead. You do stuff like that, and then you slowly make friends. So then you make Lolita outfits. Then you start buying and owning some things. And then next thing you know, people are saying, you're a Lolita. And then you're like, I'm not a Lolita. And then you accidentally say we in your Faux-lita panel. And then you get assassinated on the spot. And that's the end. So I'm getting close here. I'm getting close. And then you start over again. It's like the never-ending jellyfish, you know? Or you SpongeBob Patrick. Oh my gosh, I'm Patrick, guys. 110%. I'm wearing pink. I'm kind of stupid. I'm Patrick. Patrick. Sounds like you're a convert. I suddenly can't read, guys. Or it just left. Suddenly can't read. Send me questions in hieroglyphics, please. Modern day hieroglyphics, also called emojis. Just kidding, I can't read those either. She outed herself in the panel. I did not out myself in the panel. It was a mistake. I'm not a real Lolita. I've just been doing this too long. Lolitas are... Never mind. I take back everything they suck. No respect. They're annoying, actually. Lolitas are bullies, and they're bullying me. I see it in real time. I converted away from being a Faux-lita. I went the wrong way because you guys were mean to me. Character development. There's no character. There's anti-character development. I lost character. I've actually gotten worse as time went on. So my 3D installation that I will be doing later will be terrible, and it will be the worst thing you've ever seen. Actually, I already know what the next one's going to be, and it's actually going to be a collaboration with a real Lolita. But it won't be me, because I'm not a real Lolita, guys. I'm not a real Lolita. What else? How many people are watching? Oh, more people than I thought. Jamie's excited for the next one. I know what Jamie is, who Jamie is. I know her. I'm excited for the next one too. I'm like, come on, let's do it. Except for this whole event has really put wear and tear on our beautiful hosts, our wonderful, amazing, handsome, lovely hosts. They put a lot of wear and tear on them because it's a pandemic that we're dealing with, and a lot of things are happening. So we gotta give them a break. We can't have a new event right away, guys. Come on, give them a break. Let them chill for a second. That's my other PSA. Give people a break. Especially some Lolitas. And Faux-litas. Give me a break, guys. Let's see. You know, it's funny. I am running out of Faux-lita information. I'm like, there's not much to us. We're pretty fake. I'm like, I don't know. I'll have to just do in-depth deep dives on Lolita. I am taking an anthropology class. Maybe I'll pretend to be an anthropologist next time. I'll be like, yes, I've studied Lolita. I'll like do a whole paper on Lolita. Actually, I had a friend who did that. Where's Minnie? Oh, that's a great question. Oh, where is Minnie? I think she's asleep. Minnie's asleep. If you're wondering, she's the dog that was in the picture. I was demanding things. Jamie. It was me. I was being demanding. I was reminding myself. But I was trying to be casual about it so I didn't upset myself. But it's fine. So your PSA was to yourself. Yes. Yes. Public service announcement. This is COVID. Nobody's in public. So public is my house. So public means, oh yeah, follow me on Instagram. You know, I don't post a whole lot. Maybe I'll post. Maybe I'll do something right now. Let's post ourselves. Let's post me talking to you guys on Instagram. Let's do it, guys. Come on. Wait, I shouldn't do that hand sign. No eating out hand signs, guys. Okay, last one. Smile, everyone. Okay, cool. You'll post those on Instagram later. So everyone will be in this. Can you sing something? Physically? Yes. Emotionally? Yes. Well, no. So what are we gonna sing today? Say cheese stream. Exactly. A wonderful. Oh my God, a wonderful world. Okay, guys. So this is my. Here we go. It's true. I'm not taking a picture of you, so I don't need to edit out anyone's faces this time. Are you ready for me to sing? This is my performance to you all. I'm gonna do my best Louis Armstrong impression, singing "It's a Wonderful World." And I'll sing to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue. There we go. Here we go. I also can sing other things badly. I can sing Shakira badly. Oh, remember when you talk about that? You know? I can sing Defying Gravity. I can't do an impression of that. But I can do, I think I'll try Defying Gravity. So, as you can see, I'm a faux singer too. Is there anything about me that's real? Let's not get into that, shall we, guys? Wildly talented. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate that. Strawberry Jam Donuts. Hello, Strawberry Jam Donuts. Welcome. I'm glad you've been here the entire time. Yeah, I'm glad you guys think that was talented. I also can't dance, but I'm gonna stay down for that one because the camera's not far enough away to watch me dance. I also genuinely can't do that one. Like, I can physically sing, but dancing. So, fun story Jamie might bring up anyway. When I dance, I get nervous. And when I get nervous dancing, I snap a lot. So I'll be like, and I'll snap. And everyone will make fun of me. Because I outed myself and told everyone I did that. Because the trash with many talents. I am a trash with many talents. Thank you for noticing. You know, the thing about trash, a lot of different things goes into it to make it trash. Not just one thing. So, snap dance, snappity snap. Shh, it's fine. This is why we take ADHD pills first. What was I talking about? Trash or something, dancing. I snap when I dance. It's gone. It's out of here. It's left me all on my own lonesome. Oh, I almost unplugged my headphones. Tell us about your wardrobe. Ooh, that's a deep question. So here's the deal. Yes, that is what I wear. I wear a lot of like 70s things. I wear a lot of like punk things. I wear a lot of pastel colors and fun, bright colors. I wear a lot of, sometimes I wear like all black. Like I really go all over the board. But I wear stuff. I do care about fashion a little bit. I do care. I just don't know any like information or brands. You know? The fashion expert of the house, Kim, she knows like history of fashion. I don't know that stuff, but I think clothes are pretty and cute, and so I put effort into my clothes. And that's all I do. So, you know, maybe I'll start taking more outfit pictures on Instagram. That'll be my thing. I also, in my wardrobe, have secrets. Just kidding. That's what I was going to say earlier. I can't keep my own secrets. If you guys ask me literally anything, I'll have to snitch on myself. I have no sense of self-control. Not even slightly. I don't like being the only one who knows things. I like sharing knowledge, I guess. Which, oh, hi, Minnie. We have a Minnie Mouse. Minnie, come here. Oh, Minnie, come here. Come on. Here, we offer her food. Minnie, come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Let's scoot over for her. Come on up, everyone. Come here. Say hi to everyone. Minnie, ups. Oh. Minnie, come on, up. Up. Minnie. Ups. There we go. There we go. This is Minnie, everyone. Hi. Say hi, Minnie. Oh, she's nervous. I'm sorry, guys. She's nervous. I'm sitting on my phone. I can't see if anyone's saying anything. Minnie, do you want to answer questions? We summoned her. Minnie's making an appearance. Yes, we summoned her, guys. This is Minnie Mouse. She's very nervous. She has anxiety, don't we all? But she's a good girl. She's a very good girl. She is. She is. What a baby. Oh, look, they're saying hi to you. They're saying hi. She likes it. This is my guest panelist. This is my guest. She is actually the main event. I was saving her for last. Minnie, you were in my panel. Did you know? I didn't ask for her permission to use her photo. Minnie, are you going to sue me? Oh, you are? Okay. I'll allow it. You're a good girl. You deserve to sue me a little bit. Baby girl. She's looking for more food. I'm not going to give her. I shouldn't have given her that. We try to get her not to beg, but yes. So anyway, if there's any final things, like I said, I went through my panel really quickly, a little too quickly. Does anybody have anything left to say? Minnie doesn't. She turned away from me. She's sick of me. I will take suggestions as to what to put for my Instagram description thing for my panel pictures. As trying to no, go back. I don't know how to work Instagram. Oh no! Oh, it's okay with me. It's okay. I was joking. So let's see. Maybe I'll add those now. Oh, I like that there. Oh, I forgot I have a giant zit on my nose. Yes, so suggestions anybody can do for what I should say. Grandma exposed herself. I will put that. I will say I exposed myself. Or Grandma did. I'm not Grandma. Wink, wink. It's like a Santa thing, you know? Wait, we need another song. Oh, God. Okay, another song. Okay, another song. Minnie, what should we sing? You gotta tell me. Should I rap with my friend's music? I'm just kidding. It's really inappropriate music. She doesn't censor herself. Her name is Miss Rice. Look it up. Miss Rice. She is a really rap artist in northern Colorado, which is in the state I live in. Miss Rice. Look her up. She's really good. What should I sing, man? Maybe. I don't know show tunes, guys. I'm just kidding. I know a lot of songs, but suddenly I can't know any of them. Oh, I have an idea. Phone will make it virtual. Okay. Phone will make it virtual. Oh, that's what's going to be my thing. Yeah, I'm going to go to my music. I'm going to put it on shuffle. I'm going to put all my shuffle. Oh, okay. So this is from First Wives Club. It goes, you don't own me. I'm not just one of your mini toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. And don't tell me what to do. And don't tell me what to say. And please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display. You don't own me. So there's your song. There's your next song. Do we want another, or are we done with songs? We may be done with songs. Eternal Eclipse of the Heart, yes. Okay. Final thing. Good harmony. We're going to sing Eternal Eclipse of the Heart. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I get a little bit closer, and there's something. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I something. And I need you here tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you only hold me tight. There we go. So, I'm calling you a grandma. I am a grandma. Thank you. I am. Yes, so, this is the best ending to this panel. So, with that comments, I think we shall probably end it, guys. Unless somebody wants to make an appearance. No. Somebody's butt wants to make an appearance, I guess. And here we have Kim's butt. Hi. You can tell who her favorite is. It's Kim. Nicole's saying hi, Kim. Hi. Look how cute she is. Anyway, I guess we should end the panel here now that almost everybody in my house has made an appearance, except for the rats, but they're sleeping. I won't bring them. Kim, we're not going to bring them. Okay. Anyway, I don't know how to end this, actually. Maybe it'll go on forever. Maybe this is